Et c'est super important parce qu'on se voit dans un scénario qui envoie un pays qui protège sa souveraineté, sa culture, sa tradition, qu'ils étaient évaïs pour le gouvernement russe. Et c'est pour ça que pour moi, c'est une guerre complètement différente et super importante dans toutes les guerres entre guillemets qui arrivent en ce moment dans le monde. Parce qu'on voit un pays riche comme en Ukraine qui prend le risque de perdre sa culture, sa tradition à cause d'une lunatique.
When I was in the United States, I saw news reports of women and children getting guns and going to fight. And I know how much Ukraine had fought for itself in the past to stay independent. And as an American, I highly respect that. And I said, what am I doing so important with my life that I can't go add to a better cause? I learned all these skills as a soldier from the U.S., but we mainly used them for policing actions. So it was a good use of the skills I had.
It doesn't matter what anyone says, but the Russians are indiscriminate onto who they bomb and how they do it. They drop cabs into villages, cities, they don't care where it lands. I've seen a fucking kebab shop get hit by a cab. Literally a couple of weeks, one day it's good, and the next day you go there and it's just all fucking gone, and you're like, wow, they really hit a kebab shop, mate.
Help, help, help! Okay, go! Move! In the trench! Mangush, Yapalanga! We have been dropped off.
Початку весни 22-го року бойові дії зустрів на Ніколаївщині і якраз формував цей підрозділ, який був сформований з іноземців. Хлопці з досвідом бойових дій в Сирії, Африці, Афганістані прибули туди по зову, там добровольці, і ми з ними заключали контракти, як військовослужбовці Збройних сил, і далі вони зі своїм досвідом залучились до бойових дій. На Ніколаївському напрямку був сформований підрозділ, цей, який діє до сих пор, вже в даному випадку на Донеччині. Підрозділ в основному налаштований на штурмові дії. Хлопці можуть зайти куда не можно никому больше зайти. То есть они как ниндзя проникают и незаметно, а також выйти. Також в підрозділі є операторы-дронщики, но это уже у нас война уже с новыми навычками, то есть більш ефективніше, які страхують підрозділ на початку тих дій. Очолив на той час підрозділ капітан американської армії Пол Кім, позивний Кіло. Он був військовий, професійний, викладач військового університету в штаті Техас. На жаль, він загинув під Ніколаївщиною, і цей підрозділ донині носить його ім'я. Тобто у нас підрозділ Кіло називається. Бойові поранення у нього були, і він був викладачем, професором Техаського університету військового. Тобто капітан у нього був військове звання, але мені цікаво прийняти участь в цій війні, щоб цей досвід як-то, навіть науково як-то викладати потім в університеті. І він став одним із лідерів нашого підрозділу, по своїм навичкам. Але, на жаль, під терновими подами вони в той час 5 жовтня взяли 12 пленных и на отходе, на эвакуации попали под артобстрел, и он загинул. Это был лидер, который формировал команду, который тренирования постоянно, который мог как именно офицер и со своим былым досвидом хлопцев сбить в единый организм.
Holy shit, your team leader is lucky. No one can see him, mate. Oh yeah, just shrapnel on the back, but it didn't penetrate. Oh, it's fine, it didn't I don't think it penetrated, mate. This may have been a retarded mission, but now everyone knows what it feels like to get bombed.
Recon Team Kilo means for me, the recon part is as we used to do reconnaissance in the beginning mostly. The team is because we're a team. The Kilo is because the first man that we lost in this team was Paul Kilo Kim. Kilo is the call sign, was an American former U.S. Army captain that we lost during the Mykolaiv offensive, Kherson offensive. It was one of the best ones I've met by far because he did know a lot, but he wouldn't brag about it. He wouldn't say that he knows how to do things. He was constantly trying to learn.
He refused the leadership position from our commanders because he knew that he was new and he did not fully know the front line. He hadn't been to the front. Extremely humble, and he came here for the right reasons and with the right mindset. Extremely sad that we lost him. He was a true inspiration for everyone.
Pour moi, ça fait un énorme plaisir d'être dans ce groupe, surtout en sachant l'histoire qui est derrière le groupe. Parce que, bon, je peux raconter un peu, résumer, entre guillemets, qu'est-ce que c'est le Recon Team Kilo. Avant, on avait le capitaine Paul Kilo, et après ça, en hommage à son nom, on a fait on a donné le nom de groupe pour rendre hommage à lui. Et les groupes, en fait, c'est comme une famille. Nous avons une bonne relation avec tous nos super-héros, nous avons une bonne relation entre nous. Et ça nous permet de travailler toujours en synchronisation, dans une bonne ambiance aussi.
Я тоже знаю, на Миколаевский год есть свои медали. Может, для кем посмерть. Там есть вариантов. Ну, це иностранцы, або, можливо, может, щось діляєш варіантів. What's your cord? What's your cord? Kilo! Go, hurry up. We're about to get bombed very soon. I have been in this unit since August of 2022. Before that I was in 2 private teams, and before that I was on the border of Ukraine and Poland at Medica volunteering since March. I have been here since then. I'm originally from Finland. I have experience from the Finnish army, as every male Finnish almost does. But that's pretty much it about me. Yeah, so I joined this team, and there was a lot of people, but they all quickly left except a select few. After that, I was sent to 59th Brigade in Mykolaiv, and I did the whole offensive there with them to take Kherson back. In the beginning, it was a bit random, of sorts to say. I wouldn't be told much. They would simply find me new people and bring them to me. It varies, but usually nowadays it is assault or defensive actions by taking back a position. The situation at the front is always difficult, although we do keep fighting. They make minor gains all the time, the Russians, but they keep losing way more men than they should. They still have an advantage in artillery, so there is always that problem. Sometimes when we get more from the America and the West, we truly do feel it on the front line. We can feel that we have more artillery and shells. But it comes in waves, as everyone here knows, and the more we have, the better, so that we don't have to rely on older and smaller calibers. It used to be a lot more artillery on our side, and that has just diminished as time goes on. Finland has been neighbors with Russia since the beginning of our country, and Russia has always been acting like some little bully in school who wants everyone's candy. Constantly trying to fuck with other countries, constantly trying to invade their airspace, trying to push the borders, and now that this war went to a full-scale invasion, it had to stop eventually. So I just felt it was right to come here and help. It's just a school bully, and we have to put our foot down once and for all. I cannot imagine that any of the world leaders from the Second World War are watching this and being happy. They're fucking rolling in their graves seeing how little the West is doing. I'm gonna do my best to try and get a full-on brigade of Finns brought down here. It would be a lot of fun. They do have experience, a lot have training. Of course they should come. Why not? And Finland is a country where almost every male has gone to the military. Of course, I'm not going to force anyone, but it would be a lot more fun if we had more Finnish people.
Moi, je crois que dans ce moment, l'État ukrainien, en fait, l'armée ukrainienne a besoin d'aide internationale de tous les groupes, de tous les armées, parce que c'est super important de stopper la menace russe dans ce moment. Oui, évidemment, parce qu'avant de venir en Ukraine, je faisais partie de la Légion étrangère française. J'étais là pendant 8 ans et j'étais déplacé dans plusieurs pays en Afrique surtout. Ça, déjà, la guerre en Ukraine, c'est une guerre déjà que les Ukrainiens ne voulaient pas. Jusqu'à la fin de la guerre, c'est possible après la guerre aussi, parce que je crois que tout le monde doit rester ici pour aider l'Ukraine aussi après la guerre, non seulement pendant la guerre, mais après aussi.
I love this country. I've been fighting since March of 2022. I've served in several different units here, mainly as a stormtrooper or a team leader or a sapper or a medic in some cases. That's me. Since I've been here though, I've grown to respect and love this place. The culture is not so different from where I grew up. In Ohio, the people were same with slight differences. Same but different. I love being here now. It's my son's homeland. It's his birthright. It's just a country I want to live in and I want to die in. And I'll gladly die for it. Hopefully not. Hopefully I can make others die for it, but I will gladly die for it. Situation on the front is fluid. It's problematic due to the amount of heroes that have died for Ukraine. We've lost a lot of experienced soldiers, and there's not enough of them to hold together the line sometimes. But as time goes, we get more experienced soldiers, we get better, our drones work a lot better, our soldiers plan a lot better.
Luckily, they pretty much missed that one to shit.
Я или наши все хлопцы не можем или не хочет просто сидеть дома и смотреть на интернете и сказать: о, це пиздец, о, это хорошо, это не хорошо. Ну, наш работа со свои люди, со все люди, со всей Европы. У нас работает на Херсонской области. Там тоже був один мальчик маленький, молодой, я думаю, 10-12 лет. И просто їдемо до нас і сказати: о, привіт, смотри, що я бачиш, там лежать на лосі. І це був мавік-дрон, підерський мавік-дрон. Просто сказати: от, будь ласка, а можна, будь ласка, шеврон своє. І все, один шеврон для один мавік, це отлично. Його, давай сюди. Давай. Знаешь, як, о. Молодой. Это своя Украина. Свой. Просто шукай, що можемо делать. Не просто сидеть і думаємо: все пиздець. Це неправильно, вибачте. Ну, я теж розумію, що там зараз такий конфлікт ТЦК і цивільно. Ну, або ти розумієш, ТЦК теж працює, тому потрібні люди. Ну, Mykolaiv 2 роки назад, як нас був там. І зараз це не одинаково, як був, як зараз це інше. Люди поможні військові. Зараз 90% на миколаївські люди подумають: а, військові. Це алкоголік, или наркоман, или ТЦК. Вибачте, у нас теж є ситуація, у нас теж віддихають, у нас просто працюють. Я просто не розумію, що таке цивільний і військовий конфлікт. Тому Mykolaiv зараз є на своїй території, тому наша робота. Ну, або люди уже собі. Наша група і 59 батальйонів. У нас працює для 59 батальйонів 2 роки назад. І вони просто їдемо на штурм, сказати: у нас потрібно ще 10 хлопців, і ми їдемо. Или що. Зараз те ж саме. Тож я зараз працюю на дроні, у нас теж ротація. І ротація на свої українські хлопці. У нас як сім'я, ну, большое. Або, якщо у нас працює, або там буде ситуація, у нас всі професіональні. Ти робиш один мінімальний щось неправильно, і ти можеш смерти. Тому на роботі там всі професіональні. Або теж як сім'я. Це наш патрон. Це я рекомендую для всіх військових, ну, або військові групи, котик, або собака, або що там. Тому це теж дуже хороший психологічний помощь, понял? Україна буде наша. Донбас, Донецьк, Луганськ, Крим буде наш. Як? Побачимо. Або все буде наше. Може теж на Москву їдемо, мені без проблем. Я німець, розумієш, це моя традиція.
I'm gonna cuddle with you. Okay, we are moving to the evac vehicle in 2 minutes. How copy?
Yeah, and see why when you turn into fucking.
Oh, what's up, mate?
What's up, man?
Those are fine, but I don't really feel it. It's the one that went into his knee might be a problem child, but the rest is fine. I've been serving in the Ukrainian Armed Forces since 2022, minus the time period where I was in MCTC Colchester. I like combat, and I also wanted to help the Ukrainians, so I thought I'd kill two birds with one stone. The Russians during 2022 would use old doctrine. They would try and use armor to break through, and they were just getting fucked by javelins and NLAWs. But these days it's a lot more drone warfare, Mavics and FPVs. So one of my first combat operations, we engaged a small enemy reconnaissance unit, inflicting some casualties, after which they sent a tank to engage us. I ran upwards towards it, engaged it from the NLAW and scored a mobility kill. I remember coming to Ukraine, and I was sent to Lviv, where a lot of foreigners go. I signed my paperwork and I was sent to the Mykolaiv direction. It was a very mixed team of various individuals. There's a lot of reasons individuals come to Ukraine. Some just want to fight, others want to help, but I think as long as they are inflicting casualties onto the enemy, they're doing a good job. The way the team works is obviously as any small military units. The individuals are very close to each other, and there's got to be a sense of trust in the people you work with, because you have to trust them to perform their jobs and they have to trust you to perform your jobs. So there's a certain level of professionalism that you have to act with when performing combat duties. The stuff I was taught in British Army, specifically doctrine and tactics, some of it is still relevant, a lot of it isn't, because it is counter-insurgency sort of Afghan-era tactics. My instructors were Afghanistan and Iraq veterans, so their form of warfare and what they would have taught us is completely different to what we would be experiencing. It's a different style of combat and warfare. On my return, after my first 6 months in Ukraine, I returned to the UK, and I was sent to a military prison, after which I was released, and within about a week I returned to Ukraine to continue assisting the Ukrainian army with whatever jobs I can provide. Individuals who are actively seeking combat or to provide assistance. Everyone has their political reasons to engage in a conflict. I've lived in Moscow for a couple of years, and what they sell you there is an alternative reality. I think Russia is going to lose a lot of its fucking people, and Ukraine is going to have a lot of its lands and buildings and cities, villages, and, you know, just destroyed or fucked up, damaged economy, ruined lives. I think that's how it's going to end on both sides. I mean, civilian casualties are always going to be upsetting because they're not exactly taking part in anything, they're trying to live their lives. I think no one should be forced into conflict, but I believe that if this is your country, then you should defend it. So a big Russian motivation is that they're trying to say that they are liberating the oppressed Russians who were bombed by the Ukrainians in the Donbass. All I see these days is you meet a lot of Russian-speaking Ukrainians, or just Russian speakers within Ukraine, and they end up being victims of Russian cabs flying in. The Russians are literally bombing Russian speakers within Ukraine, so it's very hypocritical in my opinion.
Sasha, look at me and tell me the thing you want to say in case you die.
Anyone who fucking uploads a video or picture of me saying rest in peace, I'll see you in Valhalla, fuck them. My face gets uploaded on that fucking special forces retard fucking page. They say, rip, nigga. Tell them to go fuck themselves, mate. Everyone can go fuck themselves, okay? If I'm dead, I'm fucking dead, mate, okay? I don't want any spastic fucking crying at my fucking grave. No, Sasha.
Allez, faut voir la sauce! It's okay.
Yeah.
On the right.